Okay. So here we are at the start of Spartan, West London, Henley. It's already in play for some of the super guys going around in the elite squads, so they look pretty good. Me and my son Jed are going to go for it in the super today, just the open, try and get round and have some fun. See how we get on. 10k, 25 obstacles, it's going to be epic. Oh! So let's get to it. Aroo! 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 Something like that. Right, well, 50Something's back again. Thanks for joining me. I've got a bit of an update. This is the third in my 5 in 25 events. And as you've seen from the intro, it's the Spartan, actually 12k race around Henley-on-Thames, obstacle course race. So it'll be brilliant. Join me. I'm going to go through it with us, and we'll have a look at all the course, all the obstacles. Hopefully, give you some tips and tricks along the way, and see how I got on the day with my son Jed. Let's go. On the backdrop to the start. Let's get it. Let's go! Who am I? I'm Spartan! Are you ready to race? Yeah! By marking 3, 2, 1. So after a bit of geeing up, we was out the gates and up the first hill climb, fairly steep hill climb for the first one. Off to the first obstacle. God, that was easy. You made it look easy. And yeah, as I found out following Jed, he made it look easy on a lot of the obstacles, so it wasn't as easy as he made it look. Straight over the hurdles. So the first half of the course had a lot of running in between obstacles.
1.8 kilometres in.
Right. Oh, we 3 obstacles down.
Yep. Like that.
Trapeze. Next up.
Real nice Spartans.
The bulk of the obstacles were in the last 2 or 3 kilometres because those are all much nearer the centre. So the first obstacles you had a fair bit of running in between. But it was very hilly running, and quite a difficult course to run around. Oh, it's an inverted wall. You'll be good at this. Easy. All right, you can do it again. Yep, Jed made the bender look easy. Got straight up and over it like a monkey man. And it was very good. So put me to shame basically. So the uphills are pretty brutal. Probably about 500 metres of elevation. We're hiking up them. Good hill training. Oh, we 5:27k in. So coming up to halfway on the 12k course apparently. Bit of a surprise, but there we go. Olympus sideways climb. Okay, don't touch the floor.
Doesn't matter what you use.
No, you can use any one. Okay. Jed did well. And he got across by basically his upper arm strength. His upper strength is really good. Well done. He gave me a couple of tips afterwards though, to be able to lean back on your knees and maybe keep up straighter arms. And that's what I did. And found it a lot easier. Put your right hand up, that's it. Hey. Tilting ladders. Ooh. Basically monkey bar after monkey bar. Here we go. This one looks a bit tough. On the monkey bars, I've been practicing deadlifts, basically, or dead hangs rather, and pull-ups and things like that for the Spartan. So I was a little bit confident, but it looked very daunting. This is the first overhang one we'd had, and it's quite a long way along those ladders. So I just took it steady, straight armed it, didn't try and pull up too much on my arms, but basically used a good swing each time to try and get across to the next one. And I think that seemed to work. It went down well. On this one, obviously, you've got to be careful of the ladders swinging down. It did catch Jed out, and he had another go and did it properly. But the first one, like that guy there, is just falling off, and a few people wanted to do penalty laps instead of trying again. So, all in all, I was quite pleased with that.
Right, so after that last ladder effort, we're just over 6k, chugging on through. The runs are as bad as the obstacles though.
Very hilly.
Okay, we had a stairway to Sparta. Although it's not always a stairway. Looks like a bit of a rock wall.
So the stairway to Sparta had a 6-foot gap at the bottom of the wall, and you had to sort of jump up at an arm's reach and try and pull yourself up on the rock climb holds. Jed's just got up there.
Well done, you made it look easy. Again.
Right.
Another downhill section. Okay, still going. Slight bit of cramp for Jed, but there we go. I'm alright. He's alright, he's powering through because he is Spartan. 6-foot wall.
So the 6-foot wall.
Straight up and over, Jed.
Again, Jed went straight up and bounced over, like he does.
Here he goes. Hey, makes it look easy. Bugger. I think you've got to go up the middle spine of one of these, so it doesn't sort of shake all over the place, but we'll see.
This vertical cargo net was pretty simple, to be honest. It's quite rigid and fairly easy to climb, so it wasn't a major deal at all. It's like going up and down the ladder.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Not everyone's as athletic as you, Dad.
Or as young as you nutter. Right. Right, monkey bars. Let's go. Big ones, eh? Blimey.
So they were well spaced apart.
Oh, they're up and under. So not straight. Oh, too fast.
Go on, mate.
Go for it.
I managed it okay, again using the same sort of technique as the ladders earlier.
Well done. Okay, quick water stop. Because I'm down to one ball, fancy some more. Brilliant, thanks guys.
So the water stations were good. On the 10k course there's 3, more on the beast, and I think there's only 1 on the super. But there's well manned, they had good snacks and things as well. Jed got a protein bar, things like that. I just filled up with water and carried on with gels. We both had running vests, and I think at the end of the day that was the right decision. We was debating whether to do it or not.
Now do your bear crawl or do you roll? Yeah, I think so.
Barbed wire crawl was difficult but doable.
Okay, sandbag carry, up and over.
Now sandbank carry was difficult.
Up the hill.
It's quite a long course with that, and it's an awkward carry. It doesn't sit properly and makes your shoulders ache and stuff like that.
Round and back down. So the carry's done. Another K, maybe. We're coming up to 10k in, and they're going to come thick and fast now. Thanks.
We found a sideways technique on the cargo net seemed to work well. Throwing it up with one arm and throwing it over with the other.
If you make a hole in yours, Jed, it'll be easier by the time you get down the bottom. It's not as bad as the sandbag.
Yeah, the sandbag.
You got a cram, Jed? Boys in your toe?
Yeah, my toe just seized up.
Take you off and give it a stretch.
Yeah, my foot just curled up.
Yeah, it's cramping it.
Yeah, every time I go on my toes.
Give it a stretch. In fact, come this side and put it down like that. Extra yoga session if you want to join in.
I've emptied mine. There's a tick.
Yeah, made a hole in it.
Wanna keep going?
No, go on.
I think I'm alright.
All right, it's downhill here, so it might be different.
That season again, stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Rope climb and then hoist.
Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the rope climb. I fouled it. I tried it a couple of times and I couldn't get the J hook. Didn't have anywhere to practice on this before, and it really is a technique thing. If you can get your legs wrapped around and use your leg muscles upwards, then it's much better.
Awesome.
I haven't never done it before, or since about 30 or 40 years since school, probably. I gave it a couple of efforts, but then didn't manage it. Jed muscled up again and got all the way up, so he did well. And then on the rope hoist, Jed suffered cramps halfway through and had to lay down on it. So again, he was suffering from cramps. His legs quite bad.
Control that. Control the descent. Do not let it drop.
They're quite fussy about not letting it drop. This is my go, and I took gloves, especially for the road events, the rope climb and things like this. And on this one, it really helped out. So it was really good to have this. So I could let it down much quicker with the gloves
One more
on.
then. You're there. Okay, gently down all the way. Oh, the gloves.
The gloves, see?
Although on one of the overhang events, I started with gloves and slipped off, so I did it again without gloves, and that was better for the grip.
Multi-rig.
Actually, it was on this multi-rig one. I started with gloves, fell off on the bar, had another go without gloves and managed it.
Oh, cool dude's doing it. Blimey. Okay. T-walls.
T-walls wasn't bad. It's fairly easy. I thought that one. Block-shaped, fist-shaped blocks that you got to grip on with.
T-shaped bars. I think they're just.
Oh, it's just because the blocks are
Yeah.
blocks, not jump.
So yeah, show and steady as ever with me. Seems to win the day.
Too bad at an angle.
Certainly very good footholds. And if you've got the right angles and you've always got 3 points of contact, it's not that bad.
Balance walls. Here we go. Yeah. I think
We didn't find these too hard. Unfortunately, the camera angles lost a bit here, but it's basically just a sort of 10 foot, 12 foot long wall, about the size of a few inches wide.
Okay. So last K in, actually last half K in, we're nearly there, but poor old Jed's struck with the cramps and he's had a tough time on the quads and calves, but last few obstacles to go I think. Right, inverted wall, up and over. You should have this.
The inverted wall wasn't hard. Again, if you can get up over most of the walls, this one wasn't too bad. And it's quite easy to get down. Jed suffered badly with the cramps there though. Also, unfortunately, there's where my camera died, and it was just out of battery from then on. So unfortunately, it was no good. So yeah. Now the rest of the footage I've got obstacles I've just included here. I actually filmed at the start of the event, so put them in here for completeness of all the obstacles. There's three or four left. One of the obstacles was out of action, so we didn't have 25 in all. We had 24. And basically these just give you a bit of a brief snapshot of the last few remaining obstacles on there. But for those that are interested, the whole race was filmed with the Insta360 Go. Now obviously this isn't a sponsored video or anything like that, but I just got this because I've been using the Insta360 camera before, but that's a bit of a chunk and you've got to have a selfie stick. This one is basically an all-in-one little unit. I just wore this on my headband all day long. And it films at it films at different intervals. So you can set to come on for 15 seconds or 30 seconds, every 5 minutes, every 6 minutes, whatever you want. And that's brilliant. So it just kicked in and it beep when it comes on, so I could then talk to camera or look at Jed, etc., and get a bit of film for 15 seconds every 5 minutes. And then as I come up to an obstacle or something I wanted to film manually, I just got to tap the side of it there once, films it, tap it off. So that was really good. So it works really well, and it does only last 30 minutes on its own out of the pod. That's why I'm just running out here, because I'm filming a little bit more than I expected to. A couple of times I've got some footage that pocket filmed and a few things like that, because it's the first time I've used it in anger. But I think there's a little battery extender you can also get for it that just fits on the back of the pod there, and that will extend the battery life to twice the amount. So I'm hoping that that'll get me through some much longer races. So yeah, now the rest of the footage I've got obstacles I've just included here. I actually filmed at the start of the event, and the last one as well also has a bit of CGI in it. You'll have to excuse because I couldn't quite zoom in on that one. So let's have a look.
We're at the spear throw. A few of these guys doing burpees because I didn't get a spear to stick. We've got someone going up there now. Oh, no good.
So the spear throw is a bit tricky. You don't get to practice it much, obviously. It's not the sort of thing you do at home so easily, so it doesn't always stick in.
He's going over the top. Let's see if he does the somersault.
So the cargo pyramid again wasn't very hard.
He's done commando roll. That'll do. All the way down.
And the last one, the fire jump, is more of a fun thing, just over some fire ashes. Not quite the CGI fire there.
So, we are Spartan. Great day out at Sparta. Actually ended up being more like 12k than 10k, so that's a bit of a surprise. But yeah, 25 obstacles. Got over all of them, apart from rope climb, the javelin throw. Unfortunately, I have to practice that for next time. But great day out, really good fun event, and fun had by all. Well done us.
Right, so I hope that was useful. It gives you a good impression of the day. The day was really good, really well organised, really friendly as well. All the staff there and all the other competitors were great. We did the Sunday Super, sort of 10, 12k one, and a lot of people on the race have been doing the beast and the sprint the day before to get the whole trifecta, where you do the 3 different distances in one weekend. That's, hats off to them. That sounds pretty impressive to me. But no, it was a great day, and was really lucky with the weather. I can imagine in wet, muddy weather this would be 10 times harder. Some of the hills really hard, and running it was difficult. We was hiking up a lot of the hills, as you saw there, and I think it would be a lot harder in wet weather. So we had a lovely day for it. It was really good. But yeah, brilliant event. Might do one again, and really enjoyed it. So it was fantastic. Good training ultimately for my 5 in 25. We've got the next one coming up now is in only a few weeks' time in the Breacon, the Midnight Mountain Marathon, which basically is starting at 5 and getting back hopefully over Penny Fan before midnight. So yeah, that's all good, and so stay tuned for that one. There'll be more of 5 in 25 and Fit at 50. Keep watching, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.